So we enjoyed our time in Terrace. We ended up staying 3 nights in their caravan. They were really friendly hosts there, and it was nice just to be warm and dry and get some washing done and
watch TV
and have some beer. We went to a local pub, yeah, I guess it was a pub, it wasn't really a brewery. But Terrace was a really nice place. I think if I had my time again, I would consider trying to get a job there and live there. So it's day 13. It's Saturday morning today, and we're 10 kilometres east of Prince Rupert. Last night we stayed in the caravan park, which was nice to have hot showers and flushing toilets again, but we slept in the car, and it rained all night. And then we were looking for stuff to do, so I'd found several attractions in Prince Rupert that I wanted to look at, various museums, but I just rang them and they're all closed due to COVID, which is a shame. And we were going to go hiking, but it hasn't stopped raining since we went to bed last night, so it's very, very, very wet. We're just talking about going back into Prince Rupert and going to Walmart and walking around in Walmart because
everything else is wet.
Everything else is wet. At least it's dry in there. And I don't know, I don't really want to get sick. So
we're just sitting in the car.
So we're just sitting in the car.
Waiting for the rain to pass.
The weather forecast says the rain will stop in about half an hour. So we're hoping that it'll stop soon and we'll go for a walk. And then we'll have to drive back to Terrace and then continue north.
I think there's a turning before Terrace, isn't there?
Only just before.
A smaller turn.
Oh, maybe. We'll have to look into that. What else is news? We got the car serviced in Terrace, that was good. Cal Tyre did a wheel balancing for us for free, which was nice. That was something we learnt while buying tyres, is that Cal Tyre do free wheel balancing and tyre pressure checking and stuff across the country. Free puncture repairs as well. And warranty as well, that if we destroy a tyre while driving, they replace it under warranty. So that's...
So they say. We haven't tested that yet. We'll see. Hopefully we don't actually puncture a tyre, but if we did, then hopefully Cal Tyre would actually replace it.
Yesterday we were driving down a forestry road. We found a Rio Tinto haul road that said not open to the public, but it didn't say no access or not recommended for the public, I think it said.
And then at the end it says use at your own risk. So it's like telling you don't go through, but then at the same time it's like if you do, you're using it at your own risk.
But it didn't say don't go through, it was like not intended for public use or something like that.
Not recommended?
Not recommended for public use. So of course we went down the road anyway and found a nice recreation site, government recreation site. And there was a group of guys cooking a pig on the spit roast. Esther really wanted to stay and have some pork.
I mean, like, they look well equipped for it. They had like a spit roaster, like a
motorized spit roaster.
Yeah, and they had lots of wood. It would seem like somebody probably just dropped off some wood. They were well equipped. There was probably about 6 guys just sitting around, like staring at the pig while it's cooking. Maybe it's a cult. Maybe.
We should join them. So it's now day 15, and we're just on our way out of Stewart in BC. We spent last night in a campground about 20 kilometres out of Stewart. It was a BC Parks campground.
Clements Lake.
We met some a nice couple, or 2 people travelling together from Germany. They met in Prince George and have been travelling in their Dodge Caravan. They've converted quite similar to the way we've done our car.
Interestingly, the guy at least have been travelling since mid-March, because he lost his job and they only get 1 year here, so he decided to stay and just kept travelling. He said that he even camped at when it was negative 10 degrees. After Terrace, we drove south to Kitimat, I think. Kitimat. And there is apparently quite a new town. It's only started purely because of the mining industry that that was happening down there. We saw like a Rio Tinto site, very similar to all the other Rio Tinto sites I've been on, very big and spacious and big equipment and all of that. So that was pretty cool to see something that I'm familiar with.
Oh yes, we drove through the lava bed. That was spectacular. So it was on First Nations land, we think.
So it's all closed.
So everything was closed off. Like, the lava is obviously still there next to the road that you can just get out and look at. But
The people that we met, they apparently camped out on the side of the road and they got a notice to move on at the lava bed.
yeah, so there are campgrounds along the lava bed and they're all closed. And then we explored Nass Camp. And that's an old logging camp. This is probably one of the highlights of the trip for me so far. It's an abandoned logging camp, and it looked truly like people just got up and left one day. There was still a weigh bridge for weighing the trucks. Like, it still had the printers and fax machines and filing cabinets full of paperwork, all still
Fax
there.
machine? Who uses fax machines?
Well, I guess in 2005 they did. There's a big airport, like runway, and an abandoned hangar. And there was even a rubbish truck that was still, like, had the rubbish in it. And I managed, on the edge of the rubbish truck, I found a newspaper from August 2005. And then there was an RV campground. Like, there was still a sign on the road pointing into the RV campground. And
As though it was like fully functional.
And it's even in the most current tourist magazine. Didn't our magazine say that there was a...
Oh yeah, there were 16 fully serviced sites.
It's fully serviced 15 years ago.
Maybe, I don't know, we should call somebody and tell them.
Oh, we stayed at that campsite with all the mozzies and didn't sleep.
I remember that. So we managed to get into bed, did our regular routine, you know, killed off all the bugs as we were going, all the flying bugs as we were going into bed. So that's not a problem. And then at 4 AM, when the sunrise, Sam,
All the bugs were back in the car, so we don't know whether the bugs just got in the car at night and then when it got cold they went to sleep, and then as the sun came up at 4 AM they started flying around, or whether they found a way through our mozzie guards